Hi everyone, it's Melissa. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a first impression on a few products that I ordered from the Wet n Wild website. This is their new Photo Focus foundation, pressed powder, and two of their liquid Catsuit matte lipsticks. So I'm going to be testing this out and seeing how well it lasts up through a day of chores and some errands that I need to run. So this is the shade that I chose. It's Cream Beige, medium neutral tone. And this is 1 fluid ounce, and I paid $6 for this, so it's really affordable. And the number is 369C in case you look it up like that online. But this is what it looks like. I like the packaging. So far it's sleek and it is glass. And let me just read you a few things that this claims to hold to. It says that this was tested under 7 light conditions with top smartphone models with and without flash. And the whole point of these products is to say goodbye to photo flashback. So I'm going to take a few photos with the flash on and we'll see if that holds true. And I'll enter it somewhere in the video or it'll be in a blog post. So you guys know when I'm going to give you a first impression of a foundation, I'm going to use one side with the Beauty Blender and another side with a brush. And because they came out with the pressed powder, I am going to set my face with this and the foundation just so I can let you know how the powder lasts. And this is not a translucent powder. This I got in the shade, let me see, tan beige. So in case that foundation was a little light, I got the powder to be a little darker so that way I can kind of try to make it work. But this also has the same claims as the foundation. Say goodbye to photo flashback, tested under 7 light conditions with the top smartphone models with and without flash. So I'm going to try to open this. I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time. But this is the powder. It reminds me of like those powders from MAC, the like mineral skin finishes or whatever those are. And it is really silky when you touch it. And it doesn't really settle into fine lines into my hands anyway. So that's always a good sign. Okay. And these are the two lipsticks that I had got. This one is Rebel Rose and this one is Nudie Patootie, and I'll give you a quick swatch of both. And I love, love, love the Nudie Patootie. I might even try to mix them because I don't know if this Rebel Rose is going to be like a little too pinkish for me, but that's what they look like. Very pigmented, and I think these were $3.99 each for the Catsuit liquid lipsticks. And I'll have a blog post up letting you guys know how many shades there are in the collection and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the Wet n Wild foundation, and it has a plastic like spatula applicator, which I don't know how I feel about. I've never tried a foundation with this kind of applicator. I wish it would have a pump. But this is more like a spatula, and the foundation is pretty like liquidy. Like it's just gonna drop. So I would say try to pick up a little bit at a time. I don't know if you're supposed to put this on like a tray or what, or just slap it on your skin with a spatula. But I guess I'll try to apply it like that. And I'm going to prime my face just because I'm going to show you guys how I would normally apply it if I were to wear it every day anyways. And I always wear a primer under foundation. Just because I have large pores and I like to make them like filled in and smoother looking. And the one that I love from the drugstore is the Maybelline Baby Skin. So I just put that in my T-zone is really where my pores bother me, so. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do one side with the Beauty Blender and then the other side with the makeup brush. Wow, a lot of product ends up coming out. So this side I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender. And I don't know if this is supposed to be a full coverage foundation, but so far it looks okay. It has a strong smell, like kind of like a chemical. or like wet paint kind of. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, and definitely something that I'm not really feeling about this right now because it is pretty strong. I don't think the color match was too bad this time with this foundation. It blends out pretty easy. And yeah, the only thing that I can say that's bothering me right now is the smell. I'm going to see if it ends up going away or what, but it's pretty strong. Okay, and the next time I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution oval brush. And this is from their Pro Precision line. And I also have a blog post reviewing all of these brushes. I had 3 of the face ones and 3 of their eye brushes. So if you want to give that a read, I will link it down below for you as well. It blends out really well with either the Beauty Blender and or the brush. I don't really see a side that I like better right now. But this definitely is not a full coverage foundation, just because I could still see redness that I had before applying the product, and you could still see some of the dark spots on my face. So definitely not a full coverage. If that's more your preference, you probably need to put quite a few applications of this on. I'm going to just do one more. Just to see if it'll make that much more of a difference. Not really. I could still see redness with the second application and dark spots. So I'm not going to do a third layer because that's a little too much for me. My skin will break out. It's very sensitive when using foundations and things that are going to clog my pores. So if it takes more than 3 applications, it's really not worth it for me. But this is, I mean, if I just want some coverage, if I'm just running out and, you know, I just want to cover something or make my skin tone look even, then this is okay. Okay, so that's how that applied. I'm pretty impressed with how it applies and how even it goes on with either the Beauty Blender or the brush. And now I just have to set everything. So I'm going to use a large brush, and it's from the brand Jessup, and this is their tapered face brush. And I'm just going to start patting the powder into my skin. It feels really good on the skin. It feels like really silky and smooth. My eyelids do get oily, so I might as well set those as well. Alright, so that's pretty good. Made everything look smoother and a little more even. More coverage, maybe just a little bit. I wouldn't think to apply this as just like a foundation or to cover up blemishes or anything on its own. But over the foundation, I like it. And this has like no scent. The foundation though, that's a whole nother story. Okay guys, so I'm just going to finish up my makeup and then I'll check back in with you later to let you know how it. Okay guys, I'm back. So after wearing this foundation for about 5 hours today, I can say that it lasted pretty well. I'm going to try to give you like a close-up of what it looks like on the skin. It didn't settle into any dryness that I had on my face. I did lotion my face and prime it under the foundation, but I mean, it still held up really well, and the powder did an amazing job too of keeping everything under control. I'm usually very oily around my T-zone, and I haven't had to touch up at all within these 5 hours. I also didn't mention in the beginning of the video that the pressed powders come in 8 different shades, and they are $4.99. And then for the foundation, these come in 20 different shades, and these are $5.99. And the color I went with for my lips today was the Nudie Patootie Catsuit liquid lipstick. And just applied by itself, it was very pale and it kind of made me look like washed out, like that grayish tone, but not in a good way, like in like you just passed out or fainted type of gray color. So that didn't look too appealing. So I put on this Jordana, their Easy Liner in Rock and Rose underneath it, and it looks much better. Like, I don't look like a pale ghost or like I ate like a sugar donut or something. So my final thoughts on this are, oh, and the smell did subside from the foundation. I did not smell it. It lasted maybe like 10-15 minutes the most, and then it went away. So my final thoughts on this are, for just $6, if you have wanted to give it a try, I think it's totally doable for you to just go and pick out a shade. They have a pretty good variety of colors for different undertones and different skin tones. And for $6, it's not really like a big blow, like as if you go and spend $40 on foundation and you end up hating it. I mean, it's just $6. I know it's money, but at least it's not like a crazy amount. And instead of maybe the foundation, I would definitely tell you to go pick up the lipsticks, because those are really worth it, and that powder, especially if you're oily, because you can even just get it to match your exact skin tone or something close to it and just use it as like a touch-up powder or a mattifying powder to blot up your oil or whatever throughout the day, and use a different foundation if you want. Also, I actually found this like today in Rite Aid. They have a $1 off coupon like in the stand that the foundations were, and I wish I would have seen this like way before ordering it online. They have a few different shades that you can actually test before you buy it. So I thought that was really cool. And then you get $1 off. And they did also come out with a photo focus concealer that I'm trying to get my hands on, because I've actually seen really good reviews on that product. And I would love that for like under my eyes. Because I have a few foundations right now that are actually creasing on me. And I don't know why, because my skin is not oily under my eyes. So I don't know. But that's a whole nother topic. So yeah, this foundation definitely is it's okay. Another foundation that hasn't like wowed me, but it's definitely a good buy. And if you just want to use it for every day and just do, you know, even out your skin tone or just cover up, it works well. I'm going to actually, after I do this video, I'm going to do the flash photo, and I'm going to insert it somewhere in the video, or most likely probably in a blog post. So I will keep you guys updated on that, and I will put the blog post in the description bar below, so you can check that out. Okay guys, so that's going to wrap up this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later.